Why is Deep Rock Galactic so replayable? So as I've said previously, I do want to stick to why the game is replayable rather than why it's good, and that is very easy with DRG. Almost all the elements of the game's progression systems, challenges, and commitment to content make Deep Rock Galactic replayable. I was going to mention a few elements of the game that don't necessarily play into replayability a large amount, but most of those elements are just a part of larger mechanics or systems in the game that do play into replayability. In fact, I can just sum up those elements by saying that the core gameplay loop of DRG is one of the most solid that we have on the market right now. Anyway, there's lots to cover, so let's dive in. First of all, Deep Rock is a very good experience whether you're solo or with friends. It all works perfectly and is very well balanced too. I'm not quite at the skill level where I can solo the hardest challenges the game has to offer, but knowing that it's possible means there's something to work towards. If you do play solo, the game gives you Bosco, a friendly drone that can do a variety of things for you within your missions. Kill bugs, build pipes, get resources for you, and more. Being somewhat of a solo gamer sometimes, this makes my experience way better, and it's good to know that I can play with ease even if my friends aren't online or don't want to play. So there are 8 mission types in the base game with their own objective, and that objective does change what you bring and how you play the mission. They're also all played in a variety of different environments, each of the environments being extremely unique with the cave layout and complexity of the run providing extra navigational challenges. Some even contain their own unique dangers, like plants that shoot spikes or hot lava crevices. On top of that, layer on modifiers. Some of them change the game in neutral or positive ways, but others provide an extra challenge, like having no shield or adding elite enemies. All of these are layered on top of each other to provide a unique experience each time. I'm not going to pretend like there is infinite variety or that each mission type is equal to the next in terms of how fun they are, but with over 100 hours this variety still surprises me, and with Season 3 they added more cave layouts, some of which are really cool. I am aware that at some point most of the game will start to feel familiar, but hopefully with added content and more seasons, the variety in missions and environments will only grow, but for now it absolutely plays a role in replayability for me. Only recently did I play through a mission in which the cave was a massive crevasse with long platforms extending from one side of the cave to the other. I hadn't seen that before and it made me excited to see what else I could discover. I'd also love to give a shout out to the fact you can actually make builds in this game, mainly in part due to the different overclocks you can get for each weapon. Some of these overclocks change how your weapon works, and in that change presents an opportunity to focus your gear around that overclock. This helps with replayability because for me, there are still plenty of overclocks I have to unlock and plenty of different builds that I can try. The way you unlock the end game in DRG is by promoting a class. Get that class to level 25, complete an assignment, and then promote them. Once promoted, you unlock deep dives, the forge, an active perk slot, and more. Deep dives are a new and more challenging way to play the game, and the forge allows you to craft overclocks. There are 18 promotion levels for each class, and what's more is the account level, which continues to go up while leveling each class, and leveling up your account level will mean you unlock prestige assignments. And of course, this plays a huge part in replayability, knowing that no matter what you're doing, you are progressing and unlocking more content, whether it's assignments, cosmetics, new gear, or new parts of the game. While we're on the topic of assignments, these are the main ways you unlock things in DRG, and there are plenty of them for you to complete, and they unlock a huge variety of things within DRG. Again, over 100 hours in and I still have lots of assignments to go and a ton of variety in builds and weapons to try. I briefly mentioned deep dives, and as I said, these are the end game missions of Deep Rock. 2 variants, a normal one and an elite deep dive. These are longer missions where you'll complete one objective after another consecutively, and resources like Nitra and health carry over from mission to mission. And this is a good time to mention the challenge of Deep Rock. This game gets hectic, and on the harder difficulties it throws a lot at you. Completing a Hazard 5 mission takes coordination with a team and a skill set I don't yet possess as a solo player. Of course, the challenges DRG possesses helps with replayability. Not only do you want to overcome them, but overcoming them with friends is an even better feeling. These challenges are also tied to progression and achievements, which are both something to grind for. On top of the existing content within the game, Ghost Ship Games is now on Season 3 of free added content to the game. This includes a unique type of mission or mission change with each season, a free cosmetic tree, free season pass, and new weapons and gear. This absolutely plays a part in replayability because knowing that the developers aren't going to give up on the game or stop supporting it means that the hours you're putting into the game mean something and are not going to go to waste anytime soon. It also helps knowing that because of the consistent port, there is a growing community of DRG players to be a part of. I think Deep Rock kind of perfectly encapsulates how well a game can actually be handled by a developer. First of all, Ghost Ship created an incredibly fun game and then continue to support it with free content. The only thing GSG will ever charge you for are optional cosmetics, which I often see in the top sellers on Steam, and I think that goes to show how much people appreciate the care given to the game, so much so that they'll buy the cosmetics. In an age where developers are trying to exploit consumers, GSG's approach to Deep Rock is refreshing to see, and I can't wait for more from them as the seasons continue to be rolled out. Anyway, that's why I think Deep Rock Galactic is so replayable. More to come. Thanks for watching. See you later.